Welcome to the magical world of Nikoderiko. This game is Rayman, Donkey Kong Country, and Crash Bandicoot all rolled into one. That is the best way to describe this game. It is an homage to those 2D slash 3D slash hybrid type games, because you do have the two perspectives. Like Crash, you can do 2D and you can play in 3D as well. And you have your cast of characters where you can switch between them. Like Crash and Coco, you have Nico and Luna. Those are your two protagonists as they're going to stop an evil threat to their magical world. Sounds familiar, right? You even have the fireflies from Rayman. You collect those. They look like the fireflies from Rayman. You have the ridable mounts that you can go on like Donkey Kong style. You get the Nico coins. You get gems. This game is the ultimate homage to this game, and I've played a lot of it so far, and it's excellent. It's excellent. And I did receive a code from the publishers through keymailer.co, and the team that made this game is called Via Games, and I'm very thankful that they brought this game to my attention, and it is very good, and the trophy run is very good as well. Very hard, but very good. I think if you're a Crash player, you kind of expect this. This isn't anything new. You struggle when you try to get the Platinum Trophy for Crash games, and this game will be less of a struggle, but still, you do have to do a bunch of things that you're going to have to collect, and there are some things that are going to be in your way from getting the Platinum Trophy. But now let's take a look at the trophies themselves for this game. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. It's quite good. I even love the aesthetic. When I first saw the key art, I wasn't sure if I was going to be into it in terms of like the aesthetic of the game and everything, but you get right into the game and it's beautiful. It's a really good looking game for a smaller indie game, a more scrappier team. They made it look very, very visually appealing. The music is excellent. I've been humming and whistling the tunes at times after sessions with the game, so that's good. That's how you know you made a good soundtrack. And the game was composed by David Weiss, who did the soundtrack for Battletoads and Donkey Kong Country. So yeah, there's probably going to be some good music in here. Pretty fitting. And the gameplay is awesome. It's great. It has that like Rayman, Donkey Kong feel to it. You got a slide that you can use just like Crash Bandicoot. You got a a butt stomp kind of move. So it's very fun. This game can also be played in co-op, and that's a big thing for me. I always look for some co-op games that I can play with my partner. This reminds me kind of like of the Super Mario Bros. Style co-op, which is pretty fun, but this definitely is less chaotic than that. It works more functionally, and both of you guys can be on the screen at once, piloting these levels, whether it's 2D or 3D. It works perfectly in 3D as well. And let's take a look at the trophies so you can kind of see the similarities and what you're in for. I've got quite a few of them already. Some miscellaneous trophies. Kill a row of 3 or more Cobrings using items. You can actually throw items in this game. Die to the first enemy in the game. Yeah, I got it. I got it pretty naturally. Oops. Then you got dishonorable trophies as well. Die on a level 10 times, okay. Fine. It could happen with the later ones, but then it asks you to die on a level 50 times, and there was another one that asked you to die on a level 30 times. Where is it? There it is, the 30 club. Die on a level 30 times. So I don't think the game is that hard that you'll naturally get 50 deaths in a single level, but you can just grind that out after some dishonorable trophies there. You have some level trophies that you need to get, like on the Tricky Caves level, You have to wake up the same pillar 5 times. There's these little platforms. Some of them are angry. Some of them are happy that you woke them up. And they kind of like just bob up and down. All you got to do is walk off screen and come back. Wake them up again and wake them up 5 times. And you'll get that trophy. You get into the minutia of the game. And you start getting into the collectible trophies. Like here, Junior Key Keeper, collect 50% of all keys. And then eventually you're going to have to collect all the keys for the Key Collector Trophy. Keys is one of many things that you have to find. You have diamonds, so collect 29 diamonds for the Diamond Prince Trophy. You also have other stuff to collect as well, like the Nico coins. So you have to get all 4 in each level. You have to collect that. There's a lot of stuff to collect in this game, and eventually you'll have to work towards getting 100% of the everything. Now I've seen everything, and that also includes these things that you unlock by spending them, your fireflies that you collect in a shop. Those will be part of the 100% as well, so you need to buy all of them and get them. The problem with that is at first you don't want to start spending your fireflies, because there is a trophy called Scrooge McNico where you have to collect 15,000 fireflies and don't spend them. So you actually need to have 15,000 fireflies in your inventory. So once you do that trophy, then you can spend them in that shop and start collecting those things. At the rate that I'm getting fireflies, I won't get this trophy until closer to the end of the game. Or I might have to hop in a level and grind out the rest. Unless the firefly amount that you get in the later levels is more than the ones that you get now at the start and kind of like the midpoint of the game, I don't think I'll be getting enough by the end of the game. And you might have to work out getting the rest, and then you can spend them on those things to get you to 100%. There are boss trophies to worry about here, and they sound pretty fun. I love a good challenge on a boss trophy. Like one here, I'm just warming up Kong. Defeat boss Robo Kong without picking up a heal. So you have to beat him without using any heals. A little bit more difficult than that, you have defeat boss Sally within 5 minutes. So that's a stipulation there. Defeat the drill boss without falling off the cart once. There's another stipulation there. One of them has an interesting stipulation that I wonder if it's going to require another playthrough of the game to get it. Defeat the cook boss on hard difficulty. Now, I don't remember there being a hard difficulty off the start. There was exploration mode, which I believe what it does is it makes it so you can use your animal pals infinitely. You can just pop them whenever you want. Actually, there are certain sections of the game that they have like this stop sign with a hand that tells you can't use an animal pal in this section in particular, but in any other section, if you're in exploration mode, which is the game's easy mode, you will be able to pop that guy whenever you want. You can use the ridable mounts whenever you want. But then the other difficulty was normal mode. So I'm wondering how you collect hard difficulty, because if it ends up being the case where you collect hard difficulty after you beat the game once, then now you have to play another playthrough and get to the point where you fight the cook boss on hard difficulty. So that's another like smaller run that you have to do for it. And then there will be a separate run that you have to do. For sure, you're not going to be able to do this on your first run when you're trying to get 100%. Now you have the "What Did He Just Do" trophy, and it says complete the game with 0 deaths. A deathless run of the game. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is that ratchets the difficulty of this platinum up there. Definitely. Now, I did look in the comments. People are finding out ways to kind of get a skirt around this. If you're using cloud saves, yes, you complete a level, and then you upload your save on a USB, and then if you do mess up, you can just reload that save from the USB, and you can keep doing this level by level until you beat it. Yeah, okay, that's one way you can do it. People doing it legit, this is going to be pretty difficult for them. Right now, 0.5% of the people who've played this have done it, so it is doable. It's not something that is impossible. I mean, I hear the later levels definitely get much more difficult than the ones I've experienced. I'm only about like 2 worlds in. I want to go the distance on this Platinum because this game's pretty fun, but I hear the later levels do get more challenging, and you could potentially die there if you make a mistake. The jumps get a little bit more perilous after that. So you do want to exercise caution and just keep that on a separate playthrough from your 100%, because you're going to want to beeline those levels, like critical path those levels, whatever's the easiest way to get it done without like wasting time and putting yourself up to dying on the side paths and looking for extra things like diamonds, keys, the Nico coins, whatnot. You just want to keep that for a separate file. And Godspeed to you if you're going to do it legit, because I know people can just do the cloud save way and cheat it that way. One more trophy I do want to talk about. The reason why this game doesn't have anybody with the Platinum trophy yet is not because of that, like that one trophy or finding 100%. People have done all those things. It's this one trophy here. It is called Aesthetic. And it's for completing a level without collecting a single firefly. I tried to do this on the first level, and there was a firefly in the way that I couldn't jump over. So there probably is a level that you can do this. However, people have done it. They found a way to do it without getting a single firefly, and it just didn't pop for anybody. So it's bugged. And the devs know already. They're already prepping the next patch. I guess it'd probably be the next big patch, probably coming in a couple days, a week, where they're going to fix that and people can get that. And then anybody who's gotten all the rest of the trophies can go and get the Platinum, a well-deserved one, it looks like, because this looks pretty difficult. There is another trophy, kind of like in that vein, complete a level without killing a single enemy. This one you can easily do on the first level. It's easy. You just have to be mindful of the way the 2D sections work, because you have to jump over the enemy. You can't like frog stomp them, or else you'll end up hurting the enemy. You just got to be mindful of that. Watch their pattern, find a way to hop over them. I did it. I got the trophy. It's here. So that one's easy. It's just the aesthetic one that we're waiting on. And that's Nikoderiko's Platinum Trophy Run. This game is excellent. I'm having a great time. This is a nice surprise. This game wasn't on my radar at all. They said that you were going to get a code if you just signed up for it. You were whitelisted. So I said, why not? Sure, let's check it out. And it's a pleasant surprise. It's homaging all the things I love, because I'm a huge platformer guy, and I hope you guys check it out as well. It's not very expensive. It's priced very well, and it's got a ton of levels, a lot to do, a lot to explore. And if you're a fan of Rayman, Donkey Kong Country, or Crash Bandicoot, you're gonna probably have a good time with this. So let me know down in the comment section what you think about this game, if you're gonna check it out, if you've already checked it out. Maybe you knew about this before I did, and you checked it out. Any and all comments. It's a pleasant surprise, and I'm happy to cover it on here. And keep it locked to the Platinum XPerience for more videos like this, where we take a look at trophy guides for games, try to figure out how to beat them, theory crafting as this is kind of theory crafting, and see how we can get the Platinum, how difficult it might be, how much time you'd probably have to put into it. This game probably, between all of that stuff, you probably put about 20 hours, let's say, into getting the Platinum. Let's say 15 to 20 hours if I had to posture. I guess could be more, depending if you're doing the death Deathless run legit. Could be more. Because as soon as you die, you have to start from the very beginning again. Definitely difficulty, I'm putting this in like the 6 or the 7 range in terms of difficulty. But, of course, let me know any and all thoughts down below. I hope your trophy hunting expeditions in this magical world with Nico and Luna go incredibly well, and peace out.